Welcome to the Sold Too Early Sports Card Podcast, genetically modified to give our audience superpowers. You are now the most beautiful person in whatever room you stand in, but the room is pitch black and the occupancy is 1. That's Kai. I'm a genie granting wishes. Yeah, I've been watching a lot of monkey paw shit lately, so I am fucking stupid. Kai, you are as well. How the hell are you doing?
Dave's losing his mind over there.
I am so gone right now. My sleep schedule finally kind of caught up. Dog. Now getting 6 to 7 hours of sleep again. It was touch and go there for a little bit, man. And you finally have internet for the first time in multiple weeks. So I'm pretty.
Yeah, I was here last week.
Were you?
Yes.
Yeah, but you also lost to me in fantasy, so you probably shouldn't have been there.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking about before we started here, and there's just really nothing too exciting going on. So we're just gonna be yapping probably.
Well, it's just it's not even that per se. I want to pull Panini because we were just talking about that as well. We are finally through the Panini era of basketball cards in the industry. Now, and this is something I can obviously say. I don't like Panini. I've been very clear about that for a long time. They went out like a champ in the fact of making the best possible products they ever could. But there's a reason why I don't like Panini. It's because they waited to the literal end for multiple cash grabs with Eminence, with Panini Black, again, with some of the best mangas I've ever seen, actually, to Flawless, to Silhouette, which is a sick product and truly was just a dumping of stuff. They got an NT as well, kind of towards the end there. What was interesting is they had players signing autograph stuff, which I think came out with Eminence. So I saw Trae Young doing something. Kate Cunningham was in a couple of promo posts.
They had a lot of redemptions in the products, I think.
Yeah, I really, I want to get my redemptions out of Panini. I have a couple basketball now, which is interesting. I'm not. I guess they'll be able to honor those because then you would just be completely fucked. But you can see here as well, they have the WNBA, the WNBA's player association, but they're losing the NFL. They're losing the NFLPA, I imagine, or at least the NFL for sure. When you look at this list after they lose football in April, it's pathetic. I don't care what you say. This is horrible.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way to sugarcoat it. I mean, Panini's gonna suck for a while here until they ever get the license back. But like you said, it was pretty incredible and honestly sad at the same time. The run of products they put out here at the end. If they had been doing that for the last 5 years, I mean, Prism Black is the coolest thing I've seen in a long time that they've put out.
Don't get me wrong. Some of the Joker one for Jokic was incredible. Chef Curry, they did one.
The case hits actually look sick, which is what we've been asking for years.
But once again, you either have to do that when you have the idea, because mangas are not anything new. I think at this point now they're 3 or 4 years into being
a couple of years.
So it's not a new thing. So they could have easily done this at any point in time. Maybe they, there's no saving Panini, in my opinion. I think they were kind of always doomed. But you could have given people more. It actually is a decent time to kind of consider going after eBay auctions and such. My heart's not in it right now. I really am more focused on my dog, with Speedy, with other things, knowing that the next 2 months I'm basically off. And then come New Year's is all right, yeah, we're good. Everything's comfortable. I'm back traveling again. I'm going to kind of be chilling for a little bit here. And frankly, I think that's not a bad position to be in. If there's decent eBay steals, I'm going to go after them, or Discord stuff, or Instagram sales, and just kind of flip cards on the side and just kind of see where, the tide goes. We're in such an interesting time in sports right now because you're already seeing that hype of football is there, but Justin Herbert just lost 2 games in a row and has not looked particularly great. So are his card prices going to come down a smidge? Probably. Burrow's hurt, obviously. Lamar's hurt, obviously.
Jordan Love they've lost a game or two, or tied or something.
It's funny I said Jordan Love was kind of irrelevant and people gave me shit, but his prices are down 40%. from the start of the season. So
Well, what you said about basketball is interesting. I think it is a pretty interesting time to like start picking off like random rare stuff that's desirable that does go to eBay or whatever. I mean, I think people are going to start selling stuff. I mean, it's the holidays. It
dude,
always happens.
the best fucking time to have money is right
Yeah,
now. You have free
great time.
capital. If you have free capital right now to do some plays, and once again, like sports cards are not the only way to make money. I know, Kai, this is kind of what you're doing full time right now. So you and I have different. It's funny because you do this more full time, quote unquote, than I do, but like you travel less than I
Yeah,
do.
you go to like 5 times the shows that I do probably.
In my mind, the show aspect is much better because like you're getting cash typically. You're not, putting things to paper that like needs to be accounted for in taxes. I love the IRS. Just kidding. But like in my opinion, the show is now at this point 85% of like I'm making the same deals as people I know. It's easier just to do this to avoid taxes and other bullshit. Like this is good for me. 15% of like a social experience. But like, the social experience is kind of hanging out with the same people I would talk to on Discord anyway, or play FIFA with, or whatever. And like that's fine. Then that is way more fun to me. And I've referenced this a lot. Like when we were hanging out at National, or actually multiple Nationals now in a row, or like bullshitting with our friends in like the lobby or our rooms or chilling. Like that's way more fun and like a better aspect than go sing at a trade night
Yeah.
till 2 a.m. But
Yeah, so I pay my taxes, so I don't mind dealing
what a
online, but
loser.
what?
I said you're a loser.
But yeah, no, I don't know. I don't mind dealing online. It's just it I buy a lot of stuff on eBay, which a lot of people seem to think is crazy these days for whatever reason, but I don't know. I've never really had too much of an issue with it. And I enjoy shows. I just don't enjoy traveling once or twice every single month all year.
So we've talked about this, and Kai, since we've talked about this, I have not bought a single thing. I've not bought a single
That's
thing
so
on
funny.
eBay since literally like a Dollar Shave Club razor and then a Jalen.
Look that you bought that on eBay for like the same price it is at the store.
It's Dollar Shave Club, so I don't even think it's in
Is
stores.
it not like the same thing though as like the ones you can get at the store?
It's different because like, so I bought Dollar Shave Club like in college. So at this point now, this is like 5 to 10 years ago at this point in time. And I would do it monthly. So I had like razors coming in for like $10 a month. And I never canceled it. So I probably have enough razors truthfully to last me for the rest of my life. And I actually found the original like handle for the razors, but I didn't know where it was. So I had to buy a new one. Other than that, I've literally not bought a single thing on eBay in over a year.
I think right now, like you said, is one of the better times we've had in a while to be able to pick up stuff at decent deals that you're not going to see every day. Because I mean, one, people are selling stuff and finding stuff they've had put away just based on the fact that they know cards are hot right now. Stuff that would never be brought to the light of day in years is getting put up at auction or eBay, Facebook, whatever it may be. So if you have
Even
extra money, right now is a great time to pick up some rare stuff.
dude, even then, and like I'll show you the stuff I've been buying today, actually, which is nice. I grabbed a couple I'm not even gonna call them cheaper things, but like you kind of know my angle now to sports cards. I like buying relatively rare, moderately priced things that will always have value and either sit on eBay and then sell for double what I paid or like whatever. So even just today, and this is practicing what I preach. Elgin Baylor, first year flawless auto gold to 10. Sick card, very nice, solid player, checks all the
Is he
boxes.
alive?
Don't know. I think he
You got to
is.
know these things, Dave.
Elgin Baylor is dead.
Great investment.
Great. And then I know Chris Mullin is alive, but like
Love that set.
between the two of these cards, $350.
How
The
much?
350 for the pair.
Yeah.
Like, and I have way more money to spend, and I'm looking to spend in. Like that's fine, but I'm being more selective in the fact of like I know what I'm going after, and I know what I want to buy because it will have a fucking incredibly high floor forever. It doesn't matter. It's not even just like, oh, it's the first year flawless, or it's this thing. These are Hall of Fame players that like are theoretically not going to drop in price because of X, Y, or Z. Either desired set, first year flawless, or in some cases both. I don't care. Like I know that I'll get $400, $425, maybe pushing a little bit more on the pair whenever they do sell. And it could be today, it could be tomorrow, it could be in 3 months. I don't care. And that's what I'll always target because I believe in that type of stuff. I don't want to go and buy Bo Nix cards today because I don't believe in Bo Nix longer term. Now, we're having this conversation come even honestly, Kai, next month, I'm going to start buying QB stuff with the idea knowing April, May, or June, if I can hold $5,000 to $10,000, if not more, of an investment, quote unquote, and just wait, it'll probably turn over better than most things I buy, other than Bitcoin, which is at an all-time high last time I checked this morning.
I was gonna say, in a few weeks is probably a great time to start. I mean, you saw it last year with like Bryce Young, for example. He
He
got benched.
fucking. So, can you stop calling me racist for saying he sucks? By the way,
No.
Bryce Young is a bad NFL QB.
Okay, I'm not saying he's good or bad. I'm just saying we saw it last year. He sucked. He got benched. You could have bought his cards for literally nothing last year. He played 2 good games and they like 4x'd. You can do it with any quarterback.
Dude, it's so weird to me that like Justin Fields still has like an NFL market. It's so weird to me that Bryce Young has an NFL market.
Justin, okay, can we talk about Justin Fields for a second?
Justin
His
Fields
stats are all from garbage time.
Justin Fields is not an NFL QB. Justin Fields would be better off becoming a wide receiver or running back. And it's ironic to say that because like they said that about Lamar Jackson, but Lamar Jackson's a future Hall of Famer who actually learned how to read NFL defenses and throws a pretty deep ball. Justin Fields cannot consistently read an NFL defense. He is the most electric player on the field. No one will ever question his athleticism or his ability to make plays with his legs. But then you make him a fucking gadget player then, or make him a running back, and you have 5 or 10 plays drawn up inside the 20 for him, and he'll make magic happen. That's fine. But that's not an NFL QB. That is Black Taysom Hill, who's 26, 27, and you could actually manage for quite a while.
How are we feeling about Jackson Dart losing to the worst team in the NFL?
It's dude, like honestly, it's actually probably better for the Giants to keep losing. Like Jackson Dart, hilariously, and you said he was like Justin Fields. Dart can read an NFL defense at this point in time.
Debatable.
It is debatable, but that's fair. But I know he can actually get there. And the point is, it's also his second career start. And you can make excuses all you want. The Giants, frankly, just played poorly. The rest of the season now does not matter. And this would have happened anyway with the Giants when they eventually were going to start Dart. I thought they'd be like,
dude, your next like 9 games
it's horrible. Horrible. I truly thought the Giants, because they started Russell Wilson, were going to like try and be like, 3-10, 4-9, 5-8, whatever it was going to be. Like when you got officially mathematically eliminated, I know they started 0-3 and it basically was over. But like then you start Dart, you get a couple games in, you see what you have there. You probably clean up the front office and the head coaching. Dayball tried to keep his job. I think he might get away with it because Dart actually does look capable.
I don't dislike Dabble as a coach. He's a solid coach.
It's so weird. I don't know. And now that Malik is hurt as well, I can almost see Joe Mara and I think there's another operating owner of the Giants as well, like giving them another chance, which I don't hate, but I don't love. The Giants are a weird team where you actually do have talent. Dart is talented. Scatterboo is very talented. Tyrone Tracy is pretty capable. Malik Neighbors, when healthy, is
Wandale's solid.
Wandale is solid. Dexter Lawrence, Brian Burns. Like you have pieces. You do not have a team, but you have the Giants are not. The Giants, talent-wise, are not a 1-4 team on paper. They actually do have, like, I would call them stars, obviously.
Dexter Lawrence.
I already said him.
Oh, sorry.
But, like, they are more talented than a 1-4 team, but obviously that's what they are, and they'll probably end up finishing, like, 3-14, 4-13, maybe 5-12 at this point. I don't really know. And that's fine. It doesn't matter anymore. If Dart goes out there now and throws 15 touchdowns to 12 picks, but also rushes for 6 or 7 touchdowns and like it keeps you competitive in games and shows progression moving forward, plus without neighbors, the season's a huge win. It doesn't matter. Like,
Yeah. No,
I
I like Dart. I think he has a good chance to be a guy for a while.
like I as a Giants fan, I would not buy his cards as a quote unquote investment, but I do think there's at least enough talent there where as a Giants fan, I'm like, all right, he can run the ball, he can pass a decent bit. Obviously, it's kind of an incomplete at this point in time with 2 games and losing Malik halfway through your first one. So it's TBD, but it's enough already to say, all right, this is the guy moving forward, and you at least now have 4 years to figure it out.
I know you probably didn't mean in the short term, don't buy Dart, but I think Dart's probably going to be one of the better buys you can make this time around for next type time. The Giants and Jets
So,
fans are like begging for a quarterback. If he shows any sign of life and doesn't get hurt, I think he's a great buy for right now.
well, the issue you run into is the same thing with like Stroud and Bryce Young and
Well,
everyone
you're not
else.
going to keep the card into the season. I think as a short term investment before
Well,
next August or whatever.
I was more gonna say that like they're not gonna have licensed RPAs and stuff like that. It's more of what I was getting to. I also
Dart,
no Dart is does Dart have Panini autographs?
Dart should be tops.
You're right, because they get it in April.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter actually.
They'll
Good
have, I
point.
mean, they'll still have Prism and stuff. Or, oh, wait, they won't have Prism. Oh, wow. Wait, will they have Prism?
So that's I'm actually pulling it up right now. So I don't know. So this is actually a great conversation because I'm not sure. Obviously, he was in Bowman U, so I know he has Bowman cards and like stuff like that. But
What the
like,
fuck is that thing? Jackson Dart Emanate?
it definitely is like some kind of like it's not a real
Oh,
thing. So they
okay.
obviously got
Like
he
spelling
has
right.
to do the autos. He has his Bowman stuff.
Do you know when is the day that the Tops gets the license?
I believe it's in April.
Okay.
So
So
actually,
theoretically, they'll have Prism most likely.
oh, are you kidding me? They're gonna have Prism, Prism Black, Prism Chronicles, Prism
Prism White.
YMCA. Like you're gonna have so much stuff to choose from. That could be a concern as well because you have too much stuff to choose from with them. Now he
Nah,
won't.
that's never going to be an issue. Not with how
Yeah,
cards are.
it's gonna be weird. I don't know if Dart is a buy this year. I think it might be a buy next year.
I think it'll be super interesting because they're probably going to be the first guys we have both licensed Panini and licensed Topps cards for. I think it'll be
Yeah,
super interesting to see which ones do better.
it's gonna be Prism is going to be the top dog, but like the Topps Chrome Superfractor might clear the Nebula or the
I was
Black
going to
one.
say, I mean, I don't know. Do you think the Prism Black overtakes Topps Chrome Super? I don't know.
I think because it's the first one in a decade, Topps Superfractor would outsell the Black 101 in an open auction. I don't know if that's a crazy opinion to have.
Yeah, I don't know which way I would go because the Prism Black's like, it's become the thing. But then you also have what you said. It's the first Chrome Super in a decade. So it's a tough one.
I'm willing to hear both sides of the argument. I personally think Topps would sell for more, but it would not shock me. But also personally, I like the Nebulas more than the Prism Black 101. So I'm also like not the biggest fan of like the Black 101s. Like it's they're cool, they're expensive, obviously, but like
Yeah.
a Superfractor to me is just way better.
I think I would for sure. I don't know if this is a crazy statement either, but I think I would for sure rather have the rookie Superfractor auto than the rookie Black Finite auto.
Oh, that's not even I don't think
As
that's
long as
conversation.
it was on card or looked nice stickerish.
I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. And speaking of Tops too, we have their flagship product now.
Yep, went on sale Friday. I totally forgot about it. Was going to try to get boxes, but no one reminded me in the group chat.
To be fair, it's not even really worth it. Like,
there's no way those aren't selling for more than they went on sale for.
Well, let's look at the odds. Oh, this is bad. Yeah, Kendall showed us this. That's the wrong one. I think this started at what, like 150?
The regular ones were 109, and the jumbos were 200. Guarantee those regular hobby boxes are like 250 right now. I haven't checked for the record.
Dude, there's so many of them though. That's the problem.
I mean, I don't care. I'm not opening it.
185 unsold, 180.
So it's like almost 100% profit if you bought a box.
Well, if you bought it at 109, shipping, taxes puts you closer to 130.
Nah, you don't pay taxes, Dave.
You pay taxes on this.
You should get a sales tax exemption.
That's a fair response. But even still, you're probably pushing 125 then with shipping. I doubt it's gonna be free. And then sell it on eBay 185, and then your shipping costs as well plus their fee. You're netting $25 per box, which is not a small amount of money, but like it's less
20% profit margin. That's more than you make on the card.
Yeah, that's a fair response. It's I don't know how this will do. Other than
open them, that's for sure.
No, you wouldn't. You could open one of these and be like content, but then you back. All right, cool. Throw it out.
I mean, out of the base Tops boxes, I mean, the chases have to be a Cooper flag, auto numbered, Wemby autos, and like the first card or 101s of big name players. I would assume are the main chases, right?
Well, I gotta imagine LeBron's in here.
Well, sure, but like, I mean, his base card's not going to sell for anything. The numbered ones might.
LeBron is in here. Does he have an auto? Just base.
Yeah. You missed him.
That's clear. Okay, there's a variation for clear.
It's going to have the same parallels as baseball.
Yeah, stars, MVP vault. Do we have? I gotta imagine. Oh, all Kings will sell very well.
Love that set. Yeah,
that's a cool one. Hardwood stars, maybe. Oversized top of card, short print. Okay. Okay, so LeBron will have a 1980 variation auto. That'll be cool. These are now autos for sure. Flagship real one relic. Okay. So you can have relics of LeBron.
Does Curry have autos in this?
I'll check Curry in a second. I will say this though. You now lose Luka and SGA.
Yep. We talked about that.
Yep. I don't know if we talked about this on the podcast, but
no. Which I'll put this out there is something I'm looking into is buying some Lukas to put away.
So let me look at the Curry. I think Curry should be in.
I just don't know if he has autos.
He.
It's a lot of pages, Jesus.
It's a lot of pages. It looks like he's going to. Oh, that's not. That's Topps basketball. That's not an auto. I don't know if Curry's going to have autos. Fanatics Authentic Redemption. That's kind of cool.
What does that mean?
I imagine that you're going to have the ability to get a real jersey of someone. Or like a basketball or something like that. That is cool. And it looks like Curry does not have an autograph in the set. Unless he's right here. Oh, he's got a
there's
real
one.
one. Okay, he
Yeah,
actually
right
does
there.
have one. Cool.
Wait, keep it right there for a second. It's an interesting checklist of guys we're going
AI,
down.
Nemhard,
Base.
Bradley Beal's weird, Bilal, sure, Brandon Miller, good, Chet, Desmond Bain.
It's a very weird group of people for base flagship autos,
It's also not that many.
which can be good and bad. But like Jonathan Mogbo, and then you have LeBron James. Like what?
And then you have the 1980 variation
Terrence
one.
Shannon, is he still in the NBA? That's a really interesting base real one checklist.
Well, they have a okay, so looks like the rest of this is just autographs, so we can go through this quickly. Yeah, AI is sick. Brunson's sick, obviously. James Harden. John
Paolo down
Stockton
there.
signing is kind of funny. Jason Tatum. Both Jalen Wilson and Jalen Williams. That's a good way to fucking confuse someone. That's very funny.
I really don't like or understand why some of the players aren't on the right teams for the season.
Is
It
this
doesn't
the
make sense to
okay.
me.
I was gonna say, is this the good Jalen Williams? It is. I
Yeah,
was
the other
making
one's
sure.
why, but like
That's why
Kevin Durant on the Suns. I mean, we're what 6 months past that. Why are we making Suns cards for the upcoming season? That makes no sense.
they probably were printing these for a while.
But like they edit people in jerseys forever.
I don't know, man.
I don't
Stephon
know.
Castle, Ed, Stephen Curry, Scoot, Shaq, Tyler Hero. Very
Onyeka
weird, interesting,
Okongwu,
weird
let's
one
go.
mix. 1980s auto AO AJ Mitchell again. Okay, like this is Dwayne Wade is kind of cool.
Like, why is
GG.
Terrence Mann in here?
So you have $3 autographs. Kobe Buffkin, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, Shaq. Why is there a veteran one? But then there's also like, it's weird. I don't know. Are these active players? Oh no, they're not. That's dumb. Okay, I don't know why.
Makes no sense.
Yeah, I was gonna say these are all like, whatever. Pau Gasol, that's kind of cool for the Lakers. Scoot Henderson, I guess, is technically a veteran, but like, all right, whatever. Sure. Vince Carter on the Raptors probably a pretty card. Marks of excellence, like
I mean, I'm glad there's some players in here that are like a little bit different, but the checklist is very odd to me. There's some very big names, then some very weird people that were included.
Dwight Howard on the Magic will be cool. I thought this was Ben Simmons for a split second. I was gonna say something.
Like Kevon Looney in that set is just so random.
Who the fuck is Kobe Brea?
I'm assuming a rookie. Oh yeah, he's a rookie.
Oh yeah.
That's a very weird. I don't even know. It's interesting checklist.
There's Cooper, obviously. It's gonna be. Listen, for 100.
You're not guaranteed an auto in the regular boxes either.
No, and I don't. I think isn't. Are you guaranteed one in jumbo? Yeah, I guess you have to be.
In the jumbos, you're guaranteed an auto and a relic, I think.
Look for one auto and one relic. Yeah. Look for one auto or a relic card in the hobby box. You get one or the other.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah. Or so you get
That's going to be
either
mostly relics.
Ben Shepherd relic card, baby, or Ben Shepherd autograph.
New net Kobe Buffkin jersey card.
Oh boy, they should bring back net cards.
Bring back what?
Like net cards, like cutting up like the basketball like net.
They haven't done that forever.
They should bring it back. That's what I just said.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. Yeah, I don't know. Like, listen, like I am very happy Topps is taking this over. I wonder how long it will be before we do see what I assume to be announcements for stuff like Topps Dynasty Basketball, Topps Museum, whatever the variation will be of Diamond Icons. I guess you call that like hardcore. You should call it hardcore icons. I don't know. I guess that's what you get away with.
Royalty.
Yeah, royalty.
Which they already made unlicensed for last year.
Well, we talked about that with like Motif, like looked amazing.
Yep. No, I think the base top set obviously isn't going to be the greatest thing we've ever seen, but the sets that start coming out in the next 6 to 12 months, there's going to be some crazy stuff. And I think it's going to be very, very hot, expensive items.
I've
Which I
said it
don't think is
before.
crazy to say. I think it's a pretty bland statement, but
Dude, I think the first LeBron James patch auto to hit the first LeBron James licensed auto that goes to auction probably clears 10 grand.
yeah, I don't think it's crazy to say the first even unnumbered tops base LeBron autos do 5 to 10 grand easily.
Like,
I don't think that's crazy to say.
I think it's crazy to say out loud in terms of like it's gonna happen.
Well, you
I
have
don't know.
Wemby too. He doesn't have any licensed autos. This will be his first one. What does that do? 5 grand, 10 grand?
I don't know, man. Like Wemby, like also had an entire product dedicated to him.
But
So
does it not being licensed matter to you?
let me ask you this then. Wemby's career is wrapping up. People are still buying his cards because like he's like the MVP, he's the GOAT, whatever else. What's gonna hold more value at the end of his playing days? The one rookie year stuff of Topps cards, or this version of his cards now with his second year or third year license cards?
I mean, I think my tier order would be like Panini rookie non-auto stuff,
Correct.
then Topps uh, licensed stuff, and then rookie unlicensed autos would be my tier list.
I don't know if you're right or wrong, and that's going to be the fallout, quote unquote, of this. Like, we're still in the middle of an ugly divorce between Panini and Topps, and that'll lead to ripple effects for, frankly, forever. In some cases, if some of these players end up being who we think they are, and
I
whether
think
it's
it's only a
football,
good thing though.
it's only a good thing if you end up having the right cards in 10 to 15 years.
Well,
Like,
sure. But I think
like
it's a good thing because it brings up discussion and it brings up people looking for more cards. I think the fact that there's going to be, all the old sets and all the new sets, people are going to want both. People are going to want one or the other. People are going to be after stuff that wasn't actively sought after for a while.
Yeah. So how long do you think before Panini posts unlicensed basketball?
Can they even do that without the Players Association?
I do not know.
I'm not sure. I was reading into this somewhere. I don't remember where, but I don't even know. We've talked all this about they might do unlicensed products, but I don't even know if they can use photos of the players if they don't have the NBA Association, Players Association.
That's really funny.
I never thought about that, but
so then obviously, but then what do you do with so I looked into this before. The Panini exclusive guys, at least according to ChatGPT, are like Stephen Curry. No, not Stephen Curry. I'm sorry. Luca, SGA, the Thompson twins, random ass poll, what it is. Derrick Rose, they just got at the very end there. And I think like Tim Duncan.
well, I would
So
assume they would be put into some. It would be like how it was before with Upper Deck guys. So it'd be like that kind of a product. I think it's the only way they could do it if they can't use NBA photos.
they're going to throw them into the football products at the very end.
Oh, you think like a CJ Stroud dynasty?
I was kind of kidding, but like it'd be kind of
Oh,
funny.
I wouldn't be shocked, like a CJ Stroud dynasty type thing.
Oh man, here comes flawless football. And wait, what the fuck? It's a Tim Duncan.
Why is there an Asar Thompson jersey card in here?
Who put this SGA?
I mean, shoot, dude, I wouldn't be upset to hit a Shea patch auto at my flawless football box.
But what team would he be associated with then? It's like the
The
joke.
Oklahomas.
Yeah, of course. Man, I guess at that point you make him a cowboy.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Like I said though, I don't really think there's like a downside here because even in the thing we're talking about right now with those couple of players getting excluded, what's that going to do? That's going to make all their cards that have already come out go up when there's nothing new to buy.
Yeah, but also, dude, Luka has so much stuff.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. But now it's going to be a finite amount for the next decade. There won't be anything new.
I don't even know that's true for the next decade. Like, it's a multi-year deal, but we have no fucking idea how long it's going to be. And
Yeah,
like
we
Tom,
don't know how long his exclusive is. So I googled it. I couldn't find anything in terms of like the
that's
yearage.
that's what I just said. Like we have
Yeah,
no clue, and that's fine. Um, but what I will say is like they pumped so much stuff of him out, and I would argue that you're right for like the Lakers stuff
yeah. That's kind of what mostly is, you
because
know.
like there's only I don't know maybe 2 or 3 products that have Lakers Luca stuff.
Yeah.
Like Eminence
At
still
least
had him.
autos. I think of maybe 4 or 5 have base cards too, but
Like Flawless has him in Lakers, and I think Mavericks as well. Eminence has him in fucking Maverick stuff.
yep.
Maybe a couple of Laker
I
things.
think Panini 1 might have a few. I'm not positive though. But
Like
other than that, there's no autos.
that is a different thing that I would agree with you.
Yeah.
I don't know if Luca's going to stay with them for the rest of his career. I mean, he signed a 2 or 3 year extension, but that's going to be an interesting conversation. But then also you have guys like Tyson Beck making stuff with like Giannis. Have you seen those cards, by the way? They're actually
Yeah,
incredible.
they're very nice. If those were licensed, they'd be $5,000-$10,000 cards.
Way more. Like it's so funny. Like let me reshare my screen. Like those cards, and I tried to go after them in the past, like with Steph Curry stuff. They're amazing. I misspelled
Well,
type.
those two are like literally a finite amount of them. They're not like common.
No, but like you could still go after them. Like here's a nameplate one, 3,500,
Pretty sick card. You know it's game worn too, which is awesome.
and you know where it's from.
Can you imagine if that was like an NT card?
Could you
Like, that's a
imagine if like
beautiful,
any of these companies actually cared about you?
like that's a beautiful card.
Like, don't get me wrong. Like, Topps is not going to tell you guys that you're amazing and they love you. I guess it got relisted. Well,
Well, never mind.
never mind that one.
You know what's funny though? Looking at these, it does kind of look like they straight just like ripped other products' designs.
Well, how can you innovate on a car? Like, this kind of looks like Dynasty.
Looks just like Eminence to me.
That's true, too. But, like, you can't really innovate on a trading card. You only have so much room you could do. Like,
That's a great card.
it's a gorgeous card.
How much do these sell for, do you think, realistically? I know there were not really any sold, but
I think they were on the site at like 1,500.
yeah, and you get a random one, I'm assuming.
Get a random one, yeah. Like, this is cool.
I hate how the auto's sideways though on that.
But like once again, how much can you really quote unquote innovate? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
this is the same game against New York.
Well,
So
he probably bought like one jersey, right? I mean, I
he
can't
might have
imagine.
bought like 2 or 3 because like I don't know how long the print run is.
You know what's super interesting is he's honestly a genius. You know, you buy the one jersey for what does the Giannis jersey go for? 20 grand?
Probably more.
Let's say 30 grand for even numbers. Like you pay him $250 an autograph, and you make however many 100 boxes. I mean, that's 100 grand profit probably for drawing some photos and getting him to sign. And they're awesome looking. It's not like he did a crappy job either.
No, he did a great job.
Like that card is amazing.
But like once again, the issue is how do you sell these? How do you now go on eBay and sell these to people?
I don't know. I mean, the Curry ones sell very often.
Like speaking of the devil, there you go. But like, I don't know what Curry costs per autograph.
Sure. Yeah. Well, I know his drops sell out immediately. So I don't think. Are you talking about the secondary person who buys
I'm
it?
talking about the secondary person who buys it on Tyson Beck's site.
I don't know. I mean, I guess eBay. I know for a fact, like, no repacker is going to want that. No one at a show is really going to want that.
Some broccoli haired kid might want this card.
I mean, it's a really cool card. It's
Gorgeous. This is
probably
a sick
cooler
card.
than most of his licensed autos.
Well, like you also can't tell that it's not licensed.
Does it say Golden State Warriors on there anywhere or no?
It definitely doesn't. It says authentic autograph. You can barely see the Warriors logo.
Did
but like
he draw that? That's crazy if he drew that.
This official licensed trading card was signed on card in presence of company representative. Officially licensed trading card of Stephen Curry. All rights reserved.
I would assume he drew it. They're all art, right?
Yeah, it's got to be like it's got
That's
to be it's 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 weird. Then you also got like these where like this is a pretty
a
card too.
rookie looking one, yeah.
This is a pretty card too, but it's only $1,000, quote unquote only. I don't know. I don't have an answer for you.
I mean, as a collector, like if you happen to be a Curry or a Giannis collector, I mean, I don't think there's anything cooler you could get for your money.
Yeah, I mean you could buy Leaf cards.
And I mean the Leaf. I think Leaf just needs to give it up at some point. They're so bad. They're gross.
Leaf is the Quiznos to Tops and Panini's McDonald's and Burger King. I use that example. I use fast food examples a lot because like everyone here knows what a McDonald's and Burger King is. I know our audience might not be the smartest people out there, as are most sports card collectors, but I think you've seen a Wendy's and McDonald's in your life, or Burger King, whatever I said. And I think
Yeah.
you maybe have heard of Quiznos before. I'm not really sure if Quiznos is still around, but like, you get the point. Like,
Yeah, no, it's gonna be super. I don't even want to say like interesting because I think it's almost guaranteed to be cool what we see in the next year in terms of product coming out. Like I don't see any sort of downside to it. Do you?
I think it could hurt prices in the short term.
But what? What would go down?
I just
Because
think it's gonna
old
be.
cards are going to go up and new cards are going to be hot.
I think it's just gonna be like if you go to actually, frankly, you know what? If you go 2 degrees to the left or right of something, I think you actually can score.
Yeah, no, I
You-
agree. If you're buying stuff right now that just makes sense to buy that people are going to want at some point with all this changing I mean, like we talked about earlier, this is the best time to buy rare cards I think I can remember in a while. If
yeah,
it
but
makes sense.
yeah, but it's gotta make sense. In my opinion, that's like flawless patch autos. That's game worn shit. That always gonna be nice.
I
Like
mean, you could also look at old Topps Chrome stuff, end of Panini stuff, that kind of zig slash
I
zag.
wouldn't buy NFP stuff right now. I like it's gotta make
I don't know.
sense.
You don't think when we start, getting top stuff and there's no more Panini stuff, people are gonna be like, hey, I want some, old basketball
Yeah,
downtowns
but
or
like, you're
whatever.
saying that like, dude. First off, downtowns have no actual older downtowns have value. The new downtowns have no value whatsoever.
I'm gonna disagree with you. The optic downtown basketball ones,
You mean the ones that have like 5,000 pop count that are basically like
there's only 1 year of them. They just made them. It's the only one ever for basketball. This is the
oh,
only year
for
they've
optic.
ever made
Okay,
downtown. Yeah.
for optic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Well,
Yes, but
even for regular non-optic for basketball, they're actually like relatively rare compared to
well,
football.
so we had this conversation in the group chat. Like it was Excalibur and like Cornerstones,
Yeah,
then like 1-in-1. I think Revolution had a year of downtowns too. Like
yeah.
downtowns were like these ugly stepchild things for basketball forever. And then I guess I don't know, 2021, 2022, they started like getting like more popular. I guess optic is probably the most accessible they ever were for people. So I guess you're right.
It's also the only one they're ever gonna have.
Yeah, that's fair. I
Especially the gold ones. I mean, have you seen what those are selling for?
want to look. I just think it's so stupid.
Yeah, I don't disagree. I think it's an interesting thing to look into if you find someone whose price makes sense, though.
Yeah, I think you've convinced me actually that you're right about the basketball. Football is just a sham.
Football, I will never touch with a 10-foot pole. There's a million of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, except for my Matt Ryan gold kaboom.
Well, he also has 1 year.
Yeah, one's never sold before publicly.
That's hilarious. Is
But
the
yeah, I
green
hate
out
kaboom.
there?
What?
Have you ever seen the green cell?
I don't. Do they have greens back then in like 2020?
I imagine so. I think they added fucking purple ones or something. Or that was like
They
kaboom.
do. I don't know if they're numbered or not, though.
Milk that shit until you can't, baby.
Literally.
FOTL kaboom's coming up, man. It's gonna be blue crystals to 71.
They're gonna pump out a lot of football product, I think.
I
Like
mean,
gross amounts.
yeah, what was last year's draft class? Caleb and Jaden and
Well, it would be Cam Ward stuff, right?
Oh, that's so funny for them to end on then.
Well, I mean, you have Dart, Cam Ward, Travis Hunter, a couple running backs. Just
Yeah. I
not
don't
terrible.
I don't know actually, because actually they are doing flawless right now. So I guess they are gonna move on to
That would
this.
be the last thing that I could think of, right? Though for that class.
Well, so flawless football for 2024 comes out in 2 days. And 2024 is then uh it is the JJ McCarthy draft class. So that is
Yeah,
that is last year's class.
that would be
That
the end of that, I think, right?
yes, because flawless is the bookend. So I guess yeah, you're right. Between now and April, you're going to get pumped out probably an entire year's worth, or frankly, 2 years worth of product
Oh my
for
gosh, how it should be. Wow.
Cam Moore, Jackson Dart. Maybe you're right. Fuck, you might be right to actually. Man, it's so annoying
What?
that like I know you're right about the fact like they're gonna pump out so much product for like Jackson Dart and these guys. It might actually be worth
Yeah,
buying some at auction on the down low.
yeah. Especially if you guys lose like, no offense, but if you guys lose like 10 games in a row or something, I mean, I'm
Offense.
buying a lot of
I'm
Dart.
rooting for the Giants to lose.
If Dart has like 4 brain cells the rest of the season and is going to be the starter next year, I'm going to be buying a lot of Dart.
Jackson Dart's going to be the starter next year, and he could get hurt tomorrow, and they would still have to.
If he throws 0 touchdowns and 30 interceptions, he'll be a starter next year.
I'm pretty sure that's Jameis Winston.
I see a lot of similarities.
No, shut up.
No. You know who he kind of reminds me of is, I don't know if you're going to agree with this one. He kind of reminds me of Kyler Murray.
They're not. Jackson Dart kind of reminds me of like a less accurate Herbert, actually. You don't agree? Okay.
He runs a lot.
Herbert had like fucking 70 rushing yards yesterday.
No, but they like design plays for Dart to run. You watch. I mean, you know that.
Yeah, I mean, I think they had like 4 or 5 rushes designed
It
for him.
almost reminds me of like a white Cam Newton as a rookie. He runs a lot, and he's kind of
Cam was different. Like, I don't like. I hate the Josh Allen comparison because like that. I just think that's dumb. But there definitely is like a poor man's Herbert type or something like that where I think Dart's ceiling is probably like a top 10 to 12 QB in the league, but that also just speaks to the talent in the NFL right now.
Well, I
Like,
think he's one of those guys where if he actually puts together, like he's going to be good, but his floor is also like 10-year backup. Like I don't think he has a bad floor.
I don't think his floor is bad either. I don't know enough yet to say confidently yes or no. I think the Giants now have to find more offensive linemen and possibly another wide receiver. I don't know. Like the Giants are kind of just devoid of talent. Ironically enough, they're not a team, but they're a collection of players who have talent, but not the entire team itself. I can see the wheels falling off very soon if they not already have. But like,
Have you looked at your next like 10 weeks of games?
I know they're playing the Eagles on Thursday at MetLife, which will be.
Dude, I genuinely like. I don't know if you guys will win another game for the next 2.5 months.
Well, they beat the Chargers, so like any given Sunday is definitely possible. So
No,
you got
for sure. But just looking at it, it's like,
they got the Eagles in basically back to back weeks, which is wild. Why the fuck would you do that, NFL? Pull this back up. Like, don't get me wrong. I think the Giants can beat the Eagles once. I definitely think that's entirely possible, especially in the NFC East.
I mean, it's
Wouldn't shock me.
It's likely though.
Oh, no, I'm not saying it's likely. So, like, probably a loss. Might be the most competitive game right now. Probably a loss. Pending how healthy they are, I think you have a chance here. The Giants can beat the Bears. No. Fuck no. Probably not. This is always weird with the NFC. I don't know. Things are weird.
If they put JJ McCarthy back in, maybe.
The first game, I feel confident the Giants can beat their opponent. is the Raiders. Everything else, I'm like, I could see the Giants beating the Eagles once because NFC East. Depends how healthy they are. I think the Giants will be favored in this game, frankly. I know it's away, but like I can see them being
I
favored
don't know
in that.
about all that.
I think they could be. The Bears are not
Favored? There's no way they're favored to win that game.
I don't know. Loss. Always kind of weird. Loss. Yeah.
That's gonna be a shit show, whatever week that is.
Yeah,
17.
that is week 17.
That's your Christmas gift right there.
The fucking toilet bowl. Thank you. I got
That
DM.
game's actually probably gonna have some big draft implications.
The Raiders are gonna draft a QB, dude. They have to.
Yeah, no, they will. I think they will. I don't even know. What would you guys take if you're top 5 or so?
I think
What do
you
you
trade
need the
back.
most? What?
Unless you can get Jeremiah Smith or something like that, or like an offensive lineman.
Well, he's not going to the draft next year. He's only a sophomore.
Okay, so then I think you just get like, let's see.
You know what's working out really great? I don't think many people are talking about this, but the Browns moving out of getting Travis Hunter, that trade looks beautiful right now.
Oh, is this okay? This is fantasy. That's not what I want.
Yeah. The ESPN ones probably. Oh, I guess that's good too.
Saints taking Ruben Bain.
He's a beast.
Jets taking
That
Fernando Mendoza.
That kid's insane.
The Jets taking QBs sounds about right, frankly.
They're due. They've gone, 2 years without taking a first-round quarterback?
Wide receiver to the Titans, yep. Browns taking a QB, yep. The Dolphins taking a QB at 5 would be fucking nuclear.
That's interesting. I don't know when the how they could get out of Tua's contract. I've never looked into that, but I wouldn't be surprised if they do take one.
They're not saying the Raiders will take a QB. I thought for a second this with the Panthers taking a QB. The Panthers taking a QB. Oh my fucking dude! This is a weird mock draft.
Well, the thing is, this is a very deep quarterback class. Now they're all not amazing. But there's a lot of solid ones.
I guess
there's a lot of teams that need quarterbacks coming in the next year, probably.
I don't know. The Panthers need a QB. I don't like Bryce Young.
Didn't we start this episode off talking shit about Bryce Young?
Yes, but the Panthers are a bad team. They're not ready to kick Bryce Young out just yet.
I will give Bryce Young this one thing. He looks like shit 70% of the game, but the other 30%, he has really nice flashes.
Bryce Young is a bad NFL QB. However, any QB you draft and put in that situation probably fails regardless.
Yeah.
The Panthers might be the worst organization in the NFL right now. And that's with the Jets being 0-5 and being a worst.
They're up there. Saints are pretty bad.
Saints are pretty bad. The Browns are pretty bad. The Panthers are pretty bad. The Saints are pretty bad. The Giants are pretty bad. The Jets are pretty bad.
I don't know who the fuck that guy is. He's probably good though.
Once again, I don't know. Obviously, this doesn't matter just yet. Looking at this one. Yeah, this will be interesting. I mean, I recognize a couple names here, but not a ton. I don't know. All right, well, I'm obviously so important on Discord. Kai, anything else you want to touch on here before we wrap up?
Not really.
All right, listen, I think we're good then. I think honestly, pretty solid episode from us with not much going on in the sports card world, other than obviously, one of the major companies going away. So that's kind of important. But we're gonna be flipping cards all over the week, and I can't wait to see Kai spend $40,000 on Jackson Dart, cornering the market on all his best cards.
Nah, I don't know about all that.
Show you Michael Penix cards yet?
I have 2 left, and I'm keeping them until he's a Hall of Famer.
The NTRPAs or?
Yeah, I just have the NT and then the Midnight NT. It's a 9.5 too.
That's ridiculous. All right. Well, thank you guys for watching and listening. Next week, Jackson Dart throws for 4 touchdowns and somehow beats the Eagles.
And I don't know about all that, but
Yeah. Michael Penix also gets hurt and does not
hey,
play.
whoa. Hey, we're beating the Bills on Monday Night Football.
Okay, sure. Speaking of the Bills, thank you, Matt, our good friend, of course, for the $800 for the Patriots beating.
Did he ever reply to you?
No, he's in fucking China right now. I'm
He's
shocked
probably
he even has.
asleep, yeah.
I doubt he has Instagram right now.
Oh, wait, they can't even go on?
I was
No,
kidding.
he put it in the chat. They can definitely use
They're
Instagram.
in Macau, so like I think it's the conversation we just were
Oh, yeah, I
having.
know where that is.
We had this conversation a couple weeks ago, Kai. It's like the part of China / Hong Kong you kind of want to be in versus like, oh, you're going to a detention center and you're gone.
Uh,
Anyway, next week we escape. Bye.